As the Palisades fire rages through Southern California, as a wildfire survivor myself, 2 years ago, the mosquito fire came directly through my neighborhood, and behind me is a burned out car that's in my backyard. People are now reaching out to me to ask what it is that they might be able to do for people. You may not know anybody in the Southern California region where this fire is, but one of the things that you might be able to do here is to go onto your social media, go onto your news feed. If you have something of value that might benefit people from the fire, like you have a yard with full hookups for an RV, you have a mother-in-law's quarters that is in proximity to this place, or you know of somebody who has this that you can secure for a family, you don't know anybody, see if somebody that you're connected to might have somebody that is looking for a place to live. Because when these things come, all of the hotels book up around these wildfires for hundreds of miles. Because, I mean, if you think about it, all of the officials from the fire crews, they have to stay in hotels. All of the fire victims, they're all trying to find hotels. They just get completely booked for miles around. And so it is just an absolutely incredible thing to find a place that it's a private residence that you can go to. For me, we had our RV with us at the time, and friends allowed us to park our RV in their goat pasture. And so we were evacuated for 6 weeks, and we lived in a goat pasture. And I set up my office in the dining room of the people who hosted us. And without that, I don't exactly know where we would have gone, because every place around here was completely booked up. Know that the people who are affected by this, number one, they are completely overwhelmed. They're totally overwhelmed, and in many cases, they don't exactly know what they need and how to get it, depending upon how traumatized they are right now. And so you being able to kind of step out and offer something like that, and somebody's able to make that connection and get you connected with somebody that really needs it, something that you have might be a real godsend for somebody that really needs it that you may not even know. The level of fear, the level of total terror that you experience when you are trying to escape one of these things. I had a neighbor who was here when it was happening, when the walls of flames were coming this way. She said that she's never been so scared that she thought her bowels were just going to spontaneously release. She was being screamed at by the fire crews to get out for her own good, and she was desperately trying to find her cat. And her cat, she couldn't find her cat. She had to leave without her cat. Now, the cat is okay. The cat hid under the house, and the house was saved. But the level of fear that she endured here, feeling frozen, feeling like she was literally going to soil herself, not knowing what it is in the house that she needed to grab. We generally are able to think rationally and to grab the things that we need. I can tell you from firsthand experience, when that fire is coming, you forget everything you've ever known. And all you can think about is looking around in terror and going, my God, what do I do? So these people are dealing right now with, at times, dissociating out of terror, physical symptoms of trauma and terror, which it's likely that they're not going to be able to sleep very well. Headaches, vomiting, nightmares, and particularly if they have left an animal behind. See if there is something that you might be able to offer. And if you know people who are affected by this fire, send them a message with no need for them to reply. I'm thinking of you. I care about you. If there's anything that you need, let me know. Here's the things that I can offer. Be tangible about it, because that's going to help them be able to know what their resources are. And that's going to be a real help at a time when it's very confusing and it's very overwhelming. So keep these things in mind as these people are suffering something that is difficult to even explain.